thank y'all for tuning in. I'm your host, DJ Go Hard 3X in the motherfucking building.
Let's go.
And we got
Big homie and I was on it with y'all tonight.
we got to my right.
Hey, J. Rob is here.
B Will couldn't be with us today. Today is his damn birthday.
Happy
Happy birthday,
little brother.
Leo?
Man.
Leo
season. Leo season. And you are in tune to FTV Live Podcast where we talk that shit.
Let's go.
Y'all know how we do, man. If y'all don't see us live on FTV Live Podcast on Facebook, y'all can go to our YouTube channel, Feed the Viewers 2022, where you can subscribe, like, and comment. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, for those artists, you see what I'm saying, business owners, all that, man, you can hit us up, too, for the song of the week, video of the week, and also the business of the week, where we promote your business, your song, and your video all week. You see what I'm saying, on all our platforms, you know, so holla at us. With that being said, today's guest has been a pioneer in helping artists, managing and helping artists not just only blossom as far as their career is concerned, but also on a business end. You know, she really puts you in a position to where you're not just thinking about just getting on the stage and performing or just going to the studio to make a song or anything like that. She really puts you in a perspective of business. What is your business going to be like? I remember a long time ago dealing with business. You know, me and her had a conversation, and the first thing she brought up is, what's your publishing? You know, it's your ASCAP, your BMI. You know you can get your publishing if you perform here. And this, she really breaks it down for you. You know what I'm saying? So she's definitely the one to talk to when you are really trying to get your business together as far as your music or any type of business. You see what I'm saying? It can be podcasting, can be movies, all this type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? We have none other than AICHELLE White.
Hey,
in the building.
go.
Now, did I pronounce that? Did you pronounce your name right?
You did.
Okay, then.
Hey, no.
Got her in the building.
You.
How you doing?
I am doing well. I'm doing well.
It's a pleasure to have you on here.
For sure.
I don't think people really understand how long you've been doing this, and you know how many people you have helped on all type of platforms. So just to really start off, can you give the people just pretty much the beginning of where you started from that brought you to the point of where you at now?
So I have to say that I am the greatest music administrator this side of heaven, and if you don't know, you better ask somebody.
Oh,
Man.
I like that. Yeah.
So I grew up in a musically inclined family. One of my uncles did gangster rap, and he toured, and my other uncle did conscious rap, and he toured. And they were like, hey, you need to learn the business. Of course, I don't want to learn the business because I don't even want to be in the business.
Right.
I just want to be a songwriter for country artists. And so I started studying the business, and I realized that Black people don't understand the business of music. They just know how to make and create the music, but they don't understand the business of it. And so that's where there's a lot of us that are celebrities, but that money is going to other people. And so exactly. I started, my uncle's like, you got to look at Wendy Day and just study what she do. So I started studying Wendy Day and just reading and watching documentaries and listening to what people were actually saying. And I was just like, oh, they will never teach us that. Because if they teach us how we make money, then we wouldn't need them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's definitely true. And especially dealing with the music business.
Yeah.
The music business is crooked anyway because, a lot of people don't understand that, your royalties. You see what I'm saying? You don't understand that 3 to 5% of your royalties, your publishing is everything.
Yeah, so I be telling artists that if you're looking for a record deal, distribution deal, publishing deal in 2025, I don't know why you would, because you got access to everything.
Yes.
But you're going to give up your name, your image, your likeness, your trademark, your copyright, your publishing, and your masters. So I say, if you are independent music creative, you can own all of that right now. When you walk in the door, you have leverage because you know how much you worth. It still don't connect though. It still don't
Because they
connect.
want the money, the fast-paced money.
It's the money, the fame, the
Right.
glitz and glamour that artists are just intrigued by.
So you push on them being independent first.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think to piggyback off what you're saying, you know, they don't understand how much they will owe down the line.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it looks good from the beginning, but
And losing.
yeah, you're losing a lot.
Yeah, they don't. We don't understand ownership. We're not taught ownership.
We're not talking.
So-
we only know what we know.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so like, do you have like a program or something where you teaching the young kids? Are you teaching the
Yeah,
young?
I have programs, courses. I've been going live for the last 44 nights on TikTok at 11 p.m. Central
Okay.
Standard Time.
Hey, make sure y'all tune in.
TikTok.
I went today at 12, so I'm gonna do afternoon and late night.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
I be everywhere. I host seminars. I be everywhere. I try to give it away because you know.
That's dope.
We
So
need to know it.
it's like the fact that you're doing that, is it like where it's a group of people who's actually taking that advice and they actually listening? Because you know our young kids, our YNs as they call them, you know, they don't listen.
So
They don't listen.
The really amazing thing is, I celebrated my 45th birthday
happy
June the
belated.
26th. I'm a Cancer.
Happy birthday! Hey, it's cancer season. Hey, I kind of still feel it's cancer season. Goddamn it! Go
I'm a
ahead.
Cancer, so I celebrated my 45th birthday, and I was like, I need to do something, and so I was like, I'm gonna go live on TikTok and just share the information, and the community there showed up. I've spoken to legends, people that went on tour with Tina Turner and Bobby Caldwell.
Oh my God!
Legendary singers, the gold plaques, Europe, just like everybody just be over there. And it's amazing because I was just like, okay, I'm going to go live saying the same thing every night. But I've been live for 45 nights. And everybody that come in is like, wait, I didn't know that. Wait,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And every night they like, wait, slow down. And I'm like, okay, I'll slow down. I'll repeat it. Don't even worry about it. I got y'all.
Right.
But
Putting them on game for sure.
and I think the thing is nothing wrong with saying you don't know something.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Especially older people don't like to say that they don't know. And for me, I will tell you, if I don't know during this live, give me a minute. I'll go research, and I'll come back the next
Right.
live. I'll have it for you.
And just you know, saying that you don't know who you will run into who can give you that information.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I think, you know, and it just like us as a podcast, it's a lot of things that we're learning as far as being a podcast. You get what I'm saying? But you want that game because you want to go, if you want to go to new heights to be successful in this business, you have to learn from people and you have to not feel like you know everything. You get what I'm saying?
So that's where I start. Like when I talk to artists, even when I go live, you know, I do my whole little spiel of who I am.
Right.
But I start with what's your why? Because if you figure out what your why is, like I'm like, if your why is to win a Grammy, do you know who the Recording Academy is? Do you know what you need to do in order to submit to get a Grammy? Most artists don't know that.
you know?
But you want to win a Grammy though.
Right.
You can use that in reality. What's your why?
Yeah.
No, that's
That's
so,
what I'm saying.
that's real. Like
That's
I
what I'm
do,
saying.
I
That's
do use an analogy. So like, I told y'all name, image, likeness, copyright, trademark, publishing, and masters, right? So I was talking to my little brother, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if this analogy works. I said, if you are going on a date with somebody, and you know flowers, cards, candies, and perfume, and a nice dinner is gonna get you what you want, what are you gonna do? Flower, cards, candy, and you're going to get what you want.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the recording industry is doing to you, music artists. They know what you want. You know how they know what you want? Because they look at your social media. You know what you post on social media? Everything that you do. everything that you want.
Yeah, makes sense.
So when they say, "Oh, we want to sign you and come to the meeting," they gonna have I always use $75,000 because it's not too high, it's
Right.
not too low.
Right.
They're gonna put the $75,000 there. They know you like Instagram models. They'll have an Instagram model sitting at the end of the table. They already know what you like. You didn't go in there doing your research. You just going in there like, I'm about to take this $75,000. They done already figured out how to make millions of dollars off of you.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like, I tell them to trademark your name. To trademark is only $350. TLC had to pay $3 million for their name.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. That's
1 million
was breaking it up.
1 million per letter. $3 million when you could trademark your name for $350.
Damn.
And then I say, if you don't have $350, depending on the state you live in, you could trademark your name, and that gives you 10 years, and then it's first in time, first in rights. Guess how much it costs to trademark your name in Wisconsin?
Come on.
$15.
100?
$15.
Mm.
Illinois is $10. Georgia's is $15.
Said
Yeah.
that. I said that before.
Mm.
Trent.
We gonna appreciate
Remember
you.
what I said? I said that.
Trent did
I
say
said
that.
that.
He did
I
say
said that.
That's okay.
You know. Yeah.
I'm just saying. So when people be like, artists is broke, I'm like, no, artists aren't broke. They just don't know where to spend their money at. I tell artists, I charge to sit down and talk with me. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But in that hour, in that hour that you're going to talk to me, you're
Yeah.
going to leave
Get that knowledge.
having a
That
lot of
knowledge.
information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot of information now. You might not know what to do with it, but that's why I say if at any time you feel overwhelmed or you need me to slow down and go organization by organization, I can do that for you
Right.
because I
Okay.
want you to have it.
Real quick question. So when you say you sit down with artists, have you sat down with any Milwaukee artists?
I've sat down with a lot of Milwaukee artists, a lot of Milwaukee record labels, production companies, publishing companies. I sat down with a lot
So
of
how did that go though? Because it seems like you have like a lot of knowledge that a lot of people needs to know. It ain't even know I should know. It's what I need to know because you don't know it. So it's you are providing that information to other people, and you're willing to do that because it's a lot of people that's in the game that gatekeep. It don't even seem like you do that.
But I think that to go off that, I think that people get intimidated by that information. Why? Because they feel like, they already got it figured out. You just don't have it figured out.
So here's what happens, right? I sit down with people from legendary Milwaukee people to legendary record labels and independents and all of these different things. Yeah. And a lot of people hear what I say. They like, oh, I've been interned. People tried to intern me. I have people like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come holler at you after I pay for this video. Just a bunch of stuff, and I'm just like, you probably need to sit down with me because you paying $800 for a music video, but you're not even gonna own the footage of the music video. You just getting $800. You just getting a video for the $800, right. And then you just gonna go post it up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And they got the whole
name, image, likeness, trademark, copyright. I'm telling you, they got all of that.
Matt Barnes, that's another thing. Matt Barnes said they had to renegotiate their deal with Showtime. Showtime wanted they IP?
Yeah.
They wanted their IP. The IP is important because the IP is more like publishing.
That's what it is.
So when you take that away, you don't have nothing. They own that. So if they want to just change the whole floor of the show, they can do it because they own that. So when he said that, I was like, damn. So it ain't about owning just the show. You need that IP. You need
everything that's the name, the brand of the. You need everything. That's why. So back to. There's a lot of independent artists, up and coming. They listen. They hear. I want to shout out Wavy Records because they was the first record label to actually allow me to do music administration for their business
That's what's
Shout
up.
here
out
in the
Wavy
city.
Records.
So I'm definitely gonna always shout them out. But a lot of other people it's like, oh well, could you just come and do it for me? It's like, no, I have a full business. Like I
Sure.
can literally tell you. I don't know if y'all remember, but like last February, it was like 300 plus. What's his name? Cannot remember his name. But he's an artist from here. Marijuana XO.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
He came out and said that he had a whole list of people who it was a group of producers. I call them the song burglars. Don't steal it because it's trademark, cease and desist. But I call them the song burglars. They went and sat down and they found all the top songs here and they registered them. They created a performance rights organization,
So they went through
and they
like ASCAP and all
yeah,
that?
they registered them, and so I was telling people like, hey, you need to make sure you check it, and then people,
So question: how can they do that though?
It's-
Just take a whole bunch of.
I'm gonna say this here, right? If you are an independent music creative and you are watching this, everybody is going to get paid outside of you, so it's important for you to figure out how you're going to make your money back. So if, like I'm saying, trademark your name. Anybody could trademark your name.
Yeah, anybody.
Especially if I got the money, I could go and trademark every artist's name in the city and $15. It doesn't have to be my name. I
Right.
could just trademark it because I got $15.
Right.
So, and then it's just registering. I don't have to own it. I could just create me a publishing company and say that,
Damn.
I'm your manager or something.
Damn. Get back city.
But that's why I say, like, like back in the days, people was like, oh, if you want to get rich fast, go start a church or something. You want to get rich fast, find you an independent artist.
That you can see something in.
Putting us
Y'all-
on game like a motherfucker.
Y'all hear that, artist?
No, I'm just
like
saying.
this shit, dog.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
We the
somebody that
students
you
of
can see
this
something in, though. Like, you can't just get anybody.
Listen, I'm just saying, right?
Shit.
People
They got
want to
a
get
buzz.
on. People want to get on so bad they will pay their way to get there.
Selling their souls.
That's why I be trying to tell independent music artists, everybody, your photographer, your videographer, the person that's doing your social media, the person that's recording you, the person that's your baby mama, your girlfriend, your wife, whoever is putting up the money behind you. Technically, they are the owner of the masters if they're paying for your recording.
Right.
That's true. That's
But
true.
that's what I'm saying. Like, people coming in confused. They don't understand. They just going off the regular shit. Okay,
Yeah, what
if I do
they
this,
see. That's
what they see. So they
Yeah.
going off that, and they really don't understand that all that's behind that. You can keep all that too. But like you said, they keep all that. The video people, they keep all the videos, the content, all
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, like you working with a producer. I'm like, okay, so you're going to pay the producer $500 plus give them 50% on the back end. And people looking at me like, you can't say that. Yes, I can.
And they get royalties too, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, yes, I can.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's like people, there's a manager
I'm
that's
finna say something.
that's charging 20% or 20%, $500 a month, and a percentage of publishing. And I'm thinking like, and then artists like now the buzzword is sync, and I'm like, if you don't even own the music, you shouldn't even be thinking about getting into sync.
And some of them is leasing these beats too, ain't they?
And some of them
that's-
is grabbing the beats off of YouTube. Please stay
Yes.
away from YouTube.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say
I'm telling
this
you.
right. If you are on BeatStars, YouTube, the best bet is to find you somebody that's making beats. If your little cousin in the back room knocking out beats,
Yes.
go ahead and get with your little
Right.
cousin.
Go
and
with
he
him.
gonna tailor
Go with him.
he gonna tailor your sound. The problem with the music industry right now is we got a bunch of tight beats from people that's just going off of YouTube and creating the music creating songs to the music that's already there instead of having sounds crafted for them. Like that's what I grew up on, where people were like coming together and building a sound.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Real bands.
like that's why I say like you had the band in a recording session, like so it was real, it was authentic. Not saying that people that's sitting at the computer, because I saw somebody make a track without even pulling out an instrument at all, and I was amazed because I was like, no, my you
All on
stuttering.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, they just using the mouse. It was
That's
Fruity
crazy.
Loops, and I was just like,
Man,
oh my
technology,
god,
boy,
that
that's
is
crazy.
wild.
You know,
But
can you break down? Can you let the artists out there know about sampling? Because a lot of artists don't understand sampling and clearance of samples?
So, 2018, I got to shout my business out. 2018, Capitol Records and Radio 88.9 Milwaukee had a hackathon here. The night before, they was like, okay, we have trouble, maintaining our metadata. And I was like, that's strange because I'm here and I be doing metadata all the time. So the next night was the hackathon. And so I know that music artists, especially in Milwaukee, be sampling everything. And I was like, we should do a platform for sample clearance. So my idea is if you ask permission, they might even come, and if they're still alive, they might even come and give you the stems, the raw vocals.
Yeah.
They might even come and be like, hey, let me pull up to the studio, let's make some content or something.
Right.
However, independent music artist idea is like, oh, I hit him up all the time. Did you clear that? Oh, no. And I was like, so you know that you can get blacklisted for that. And it was like, oh, well, if they come and approach me, that means that I'm actually successful. That means I'm actually doing something. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. You worked hard for this, but if you just ask for permission, a lot of people say you ask for forgiveness. I would rather ask for permission because I never know. You just might. Lotto got Mariah Carey to pull up to the studio because, they got to collab. Yeah, because it was like, let's ask.
Wasn't that Juice World where Sting had got like 85% of his that
listen, I be telling people that Sting
he don't
I'm not gonna say he don't care. Sting will let you get out here and be good, and then he gonna say, hi, that sound you used, that was mine, go ahead. He got Diddy paying him $2,600 a day.
Damn.
Allegedly.
I heard about that one.
Allegedly.
What was that for?
Every step,
that missing you,
Yep, that missing you 2000.
Yep.
And so that's why I be telling artists, it's like, I want artists to bring real musicianship back. Bring back the bars, bring back the horns, the strings, bring all of those things back. Because right now,
originality, man.
That's what we need. That's what we missing. So many music artists, it's easy to go to Sunos. I'm going to say it because we hear. It's easy to go to Sunos and type in, give me a J. Cole, a Drake, or whatever. We saw Drake use, we saw Drake use Tupac. It's easy to do that. But the thing that you are setting yourself up for is every platform has AI now. So it's AI detection. Especially since the guy got back like $12 million, I think, from Spotify for using AI. He used AI and he used bot farms. $12 million he got back. And so they cracked down. AI is on everything.
So how do you feel about the music scene now? Since the spotlight has been on us, what direction do you think we're going in? Do you think we're going in as far as business wise is concerned, not the music, as far as business wise? Do you think some of the artists have got business savvy as far as their business, as far as Milwaukee being a popular scene now?
I think a lot of artists are just more focused on the creative side of it, and they'll figure out the business sides when they get there. A lot of people have a manager, but a lot of their managers don't even have an idea of what their PRO is or the IPI number is. A lot of them don't even know that they're supposed to be registering their performances. So it's a lot of, if we all come together, we can really make Milwaukee a great, next mecca of music. However, everybody is in competition. I'm not in competition. I work with everybody. I be reaching out to everybody. You a new artist, let me make sure, hey, what's your PRO? Do you got this? Let me talk to your manager. I talk to a lot of managers. A lot of them have no clue that they're supposed to be registering their artist performances. They're supposed to be registering their artist music. They don't go to the studios with split sheets, collaboration agreements, work for hire agreements, featured artist agreements.
That's all money.
Somebody just said that. Leon, what's his name? Leon Thomas.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was
Breaking
on.
Point.
Yeah, I didn't know he was on
Disney.
I didn't know that until I looked at him. I
Right.
said, "Damn, he was on." But he just,
No, keep going.
But he just said something similar to what you're saying. He said that now what he do, because they was asking well, how do y'all split that up? He was like, well, now we just go half with everything now, as far as the writers and the production is concerned. So I was like, so with that being said, is that the easiest route for you to go when you're a writer and you collaborating with a producer?
I say everything is a negotiation. Because if I'm going to pay you, say your exclusive beats is $1,200. If I'm going to pay you $1,200, I'm going to try to get that back end money to the lowest that I can because I done paid you $1,200. Yeah. Most music artists just go with it. It's like, okay, I got 4 people on a song. I got to give the producer 50%. So I paid them and I have to give them 50%. And now I got 50% that I have to split up 4 different ways.
So it's just basically about negotiating.
That's what it's all about.
It's all about negotiating because.
But you got to know what you're negotiating.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because they'll get off on your ass. They'll get off on your shit.
Especially a producer. A producer charge you for exclusive rights to the beat,
and then don't give you
royalties, and then try to get royalties.
Don't give you exclusive rights to the beat. I've read so many different beats. That's why I be telling artists reading is so important.
Very.
I read a beat and it said exclusive, but it wasn't exclusive. It said they can only use it for non-commercial promotional work, and then it said they couldn't register with or they couldn't put it in the DSV.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
I ain't know. So it say you can't put it in your the TuneCore distro kit or anything like that. You can't register with your performance rights organization. You can't put it through Content ID, and it's like everything is monetized right now. So I just basically paid you for nothing.
Damn.
But that's what these leasing agreements are saying.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say about the leasing agreement, because with the leasing agreement, they'll say something like that, like you can only use it for mixtape use, or something like that.
Don't release a mixtape in 2025.
When you leasing the beat, they can resell that beat. You get what I'm saying? Like they can resell that beat. It don't you can be using it.
50 people will have that beat.
Yep.
So I just want to say. This some real shit that you do.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't come across a person that really breaks it down for the next artist. You know what I'm saying? You putting an artist on game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
to
get your back end too.
Yeah.
Don't let them rob you out here. No, you can get this money plus that more.
But like she said,
that's the real shit. I say like. I ain't run across a person that did that. But I respect that.
But like she said,
I respect the real shit.
And especially with the social media presence that's going on now, where you got your United Masters and all this type of stuff. What is it called? Distro Kids, all that type of stuff.
All of them.
Like when I was in the music, I think that was kind of starting up. The Distro Kids and all. I mean, all that was kind of starting up. But the thing is, they have so much access to, that type of shit now for them to be independent. But it's easier for the motherfuckers to make more money off of you now, because TikTok, all that type shit, man.
But listen, you got somebody in your corner like that, like I'm saying.
This is why I be trying to. This is why I be trying to tell artists, right? So go back to your why. If your why is to be popular and for everybody to know your name, you need to be on TikTok. TikTok is the biggest platform right now. And if you're not there, that means you don't really have an understanding of what your why is.
Right. Yep.
You don't have to sing or dance. There's people over there that's sleeping on TikTok making money.
Dog.
Literally sleep. Literally though.
Literally sleep.
Sleep.
Telling the truth.
Sleep. Like
so this what I'm saying. Everybody like, oh man, money. That's why I said again with music artists paying for music videos. I say don't pay for a music video. Create content. Save that $800 that you was gonna pay for them. Come sit down and talk with me. You'll still have enough money to trademark your name, copyright, everything else.
So if a person asks you that, and asks you why is that important? Because I think now, like, a lot of people don't understand why that's important. Like, if you tell some people that, it might go in one ear and out the other, and they probably
they stupid.
You know,
ain't no way. What? You telling me you gonna leave some money on the table? Shit.
No, only because, like I say, the YNs, they don't listen. Yeah, I mean, they don't listen to the grown folks. They don't listen to, you know what I'm saying? They feel like we don't know what we talking about. You know what I mean? And the direction that you're leading them into, I don't know if they're mature to accept that information.
I think it's some of the shit. I don't think it's just the YNs. I think grown folks is
No.
yeah. It's a
The
mixture.
thing,
You know
the
what you're
thing of
saying.
it is like we're not taught ownership, we're not taught leverage, we're not taught generational wealth. And what I say is like, so say you a music artist, right?
Right.
If you're listening to this, BMI is free for a writer. It costs $175 for a publisher. ASCAP is free for both a writer and a publisher. Which one you gonna sign up with?
ASCAP.
Right.
Okay. Now you got your ASCAP. Now you out here performing. You paying to get on shows. You doing shows. You can literally go register that on your ASCAP on stage or your BMI live and get a performance for royalties for that.
Question with that: do people go with BMI because I think
Everybody
BMI
just
used to
tell
do
them.
like
No,
3
people
months.
just tell. If you in hip hop, people tell you need to get a BMI. So you just get a BMI. You never log in. You never do nothing. You just
Right.
get it. They don't tell you about publishing because majority of the time you're signing up with their label or their management or something like
Right.
that,
Yeah.
and you giving your publishing away because
Yeah.
you don't know about it.
Right.
That yeah. Damn.
Game. Fuck.
Damn.
Dog, I got a guy. My guy Q, man. Shout out to Q. Wrong impression. When I say he didn't, I'm finna put him on game. Yeah. I appreciate this.
So you got like ASCAP BMI, right? And then it's like there's so many other things that you need to do. But if I don't come or I don't tell you, you're just gonna think, I'm gonna grab this beat off of YouTube. I'm gonna go to the recording studio. I'm gonna get my track. I'm gonna leave my masters at the recording studio though. The masters is the whole file, the whole session from. I'm gonna leave that. Then I'm not gonna get a clean version, explicit version, radio version. I'm just gonna walk out with my song. So for me, it's just like music artists don't know. I come from the sense of music artists don't know. So let me tell you, so that once you know, you will do better. You will
that's
act
the
different.
real,
You will
yeah.
be different.
Yeah.
That's like everybody getting paid for features, and I'm like, you guys need to start doing your research, because if I pay you and you sign to Cash Money, we just using it for the sake. You signed to Cash Money.
would.
I done paid you a fee, but you got a record deal with Cash Money that says that anything that you do, they have to get a percentage of it. So now I paid you. You got the money. I'm getting ready to release the song out. Cash Money hit
They
me
still
with a
gotta
cease
clear
and
it.
desist because they didn't clear that.
Right.
But you
Still
got
gotta
that
clear it.
money, and now I'm over here with a song I can't do nothing with.
Yeah.
So, man, it's just so much, man.
Game.
I
Go
can
ahead,
say
J.
so
Rob.
much.
Go
That's
ahead.
I can say
business,
so
man.
much. I can say so much, but I know you were saying so are you are you an artist? Are you like, you know what I'm saying? Because people want to know, are you an artist?
I'm a
Is this something-
musician. I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter. I'm an engineer. I have scored a documentary that's on HBO and Amazon. I do a lot of things, but I'm the greatest
Right.
at being a music.
Okay, so you do have like tracks and stuff like that's all out here where people can listen. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Hey,
I have a Christmas album. I be trying to encourage music creators to do a Christmas album, even hip hop people.
So
Snoop
is that
Dogg got
what
a
kind
Christmas
of?
album.
So is that what kind of the fact that you've been in this business so long and you done did your own thing? Is that what stirred you to?
No, I think it was my uncles getting
Okay.
me to look at it and see that a lot of
Okay.
the popular artists were dying broke, or they were like popular, but then they didn't have enough money to get their medicine
Right.
and take care of their bills. And I'm like, that don't make sense. And then I'm seeing publishing and masters is where the money is. We
Right.
don't care if you take Cadillac Records, right? It say it's loosely based off of real events or whatever.
Right.
But the reality of it is think about music artists back in the days. What was they getting? They didn't care. They was getting Cadillacs, pearls,
shit.
Right.
furs,
Right.
getting able to
Them
travel. They
motherfuckers,
didn't care
right.
about the money. And then when they think about it, like right now, Salt and Pepper, a lot of these artists are in their copyright termination things,
Like
right? They done
motherfuckers.
did like 30, 35 years in the music
Yeah.
industry. Now they can. So Salt and Pepper hit Universal and was like, hey, we want to terminate our copyright with you. Universal was like, sorry, you guys you didn't even sign the contract. You were signed to a production company, and Herbie Lovebug, allegedly, so y'all don't get in trouble, allegedly, signed the 1986 distribution deal. And y'all was signed as a work for hire to his production company.
Damn.
Damn.
So they
Middleman.
They fucking them up.
So basically, they told them like, you was a work for hire, and you gonna terminate your copyright. We gonna just take all your music off of streaming and commercial work.
So
is
back in
that-
the day was a 10.
Yeah.
Basically,
But
they was a 10.
But, Snoop Dogg, when he bought Death Row, he had to take some of that music off too.
Snoop Dogg actually bought the name of Death Row. He didn't buy the actual music and publishing and masters of Death Row.
That's
He just bought the name, and then he had to fight to get his music back.
Yeah.
So it was baby steps.
Yeah,
so he don't got everybody else.
No,
music?
because
like
when he bought Death Row, when he bought the name of Death Row,
He bought it in name.
He had to take like the older music that was originally on Death Row.
Too,
yeah,
right?
all
of them.
that shit had to
The,
come. They even
Daz,
had
all
that
of
shit on Apple Music, Tidal, all that shit. They took all that shit off. You see what I'm saying? So now the up to date music that he's making is on there, but
all the other stuff he don't got.
Listen, Kurt Franklin signed a record deal in 1993. He was 23 when he signed a record deal, right? He said he grabbed a lawyer. His lawyer was a real estate lawyer. He wasn't an entertainment lawyer. He signed away 100%.
Damn.
So he didn't get anything until he wrote "Take Me to the King" in 2012.
That's true. Till he was 43.
Angie Stone just came out before she died, God bless her dead, and said she didn't know that she was supposed to be getting royalties. Her manager and her record label took care of that. She's been doing music since 1979.
She have.
Has she?
She have.
She was in Sequence, the first female rap group, 1979, and she wrote for a bunch of people. Candy Satan, 70 years in the music industry, just said I think it was March, she turned 85. She said, I didn't know. She said they put a check in front of her and they put a contract. She said she read the first 3 pages. Wish she would have read the 4th pages on back. They told her to go take a check, sing and be pretty. And she said that's what she did. And now she realized all the royalties. But this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Black people just wanted to sing, and that's all we did. We just wanted to make the music, get out of our neighborhood, buy our mama a house, do all of that.
Damn.
And it's crazy.
TLC.
No, TLC.
That's
Oh man,
wild. I didn't hear
TLC was crazy.
Each
TLC, and New Edition,
TLC
was crazy.
New Edition is so many. If you really think about it, so this is why I was like, I gotta do what I can to make sure that independent music artists, or not even independent music artists understand your name, image, likeness, trademark, copyright, publishing, master. You can own all of that. And if you own all of that, you're going to go in there. You ain't going to let nobody just give you $75,000. You've been doing music for 20 years. You done spent more than $75,000 for that. And you got to pay that back. And you don't start making money until they actually get their money back.
Yeah.
That's what they don't know.
So everything that you're doing, they say, oh, we need you to go to Atlanta, go to Patchwork Studios and record your album. We got blocked out time. You're paying for that. But you thinking the record label paying for it, you're paying for it. If they got a car service to take you back and forth, they got an Airbnb. If they got food in there, you're paying for all of that.
For all that shit.
So this is what I want to know before we go to the next segment. On this, on artists, do they? Okay, I understand if they get signed to like a record deal or something, right? When they do shows, when they do like their own shows, do they get that whole back end, or they gotta still pay their?
It all depends on what's in their record deal.
Okay.
Because a lot of, like, if you sign in 360s, they get a percentage of for everything you do.
Because they get a percentage.
Shows like back in
the 360 deal when you do a 360
deal where
deal,
you get money, they get everything.
money off your tour.
That's messed up.
They get money off your tour. That what they get, like 25%,
something
like that.
That's
Yeah, it's whatever negotiated. But
sometimes people don't negotiate nothing.
Like they ain't gonna drop us. They ain't dropping an album or something like that.
They might have. They might a 360.
But then they'll just do like Summerfest or something like that. Shit. Yeah. Do they still get money for that?
They're supposed to get paid off for everything that you do.
Wow.
And with a 360 deal, you might be, because that's a development deal. You might be on the shelf for 2
people
years.
doing 360 still no more, right?
Yes,
some people still
really
doing 360.
Listen, music artists. I'm gonna say this again. Music artists are trying to get. They hungry to get in the industry. They'll do whatever.
Wow.
Just to make it look like, I'm signed to a deal. But that's what I tell artists. I'm like, you can get signed to a record deal and get shelved
for 2 years, man.
I heard
you out here popping right now.
You
out here popping, and then you can get signed to a record deal, and then you get shelved. Or lately thinking about you, baby. They had a #1 song, 1998. Record label went bankrupt.
Damn.
Record label went bankrupt, and then they couldn't get into another contract because they still in the contract with the record label.
Right.
So all the music that they created still had to be paid to the record label that was bankrupt.
That came. No, I'm thinking of other shit.
It's that 360 deal, you know what I'm saying, is crazy, man, because like she said,
you gotta read it.
Reading is
You
fundamental.
definitely, man, with them
read that
contracts, man, you definitely gotta read it.
Hey,
That's
so was
why.
it like? Do you read it yourself, or motherfuckers be having they got a lawyer and all this?
No,
you
you
read it
so-
yourself.
So me, I read everything.
Yeah.
But if you are an independent music creative, I would definitely tell you to go find an entertainment lawyer and let them read it.
Okay.
The entertainment.
And don't get no
regular
regular
lawyer.
Not
lawyer.
regular, no criminal defense, no divorce. Get an
Yeah.
entertainment
He
lawyer.
said, lawyer's a
Let
lawyer.
them-
I'm gonna get that.
Right.
No, you got
That's how they think go. That's how
We
they-
learned that.
A lawyer's a lawyer.
We learned that.
It's different
you
fields,
need
right.
an entertainment lawyer. You can't go get a fucking criminal lawyer for that
Do you
shit,
think you
man.
sweet? No,
And
they
I'm
got to be
telling
able to
you,
know them terms.
yes.
Not a promoter.
No.
A lawyer.
None of that
Yeah.
shit, man. Like that shit is crazy. Like the music game is so fucking. It's fucked up.
They said
but
multi-billion-dollar
yeah.
company, man.
Even now, even though it's pretty much an independent game, but them motherfucking major labels like what?
Universal, Sony, and
Yeah.
Warner. I've been telling
Warner
music
Bros.
artists. I said, listen, y'all don't understand how much y'all are affecting the major industry that they are buying up everything that y'all use. They're buying up everything for independent because they like, we don't understand how are y'all not trying to get a record deal nowadays because they making so much money on their own.
It's social question is so now that a lot of artists have went the independent route by the major labels, because I know back in the day everybody was shopping for a deal.
Yeah.
But now since social media done hit, has the major record labels have went a different direction as of what you were saying.
Yeah, they
all
adjusted.
ownership of everybody's.
Yeah, they adjusted. They're buying up like TuneCore Distro. They're buying distributors. They're buying places that where you promote your music. They're buying all that.
Oh shit!
And then they're able to check
So
the
they-
analytics to see how you're able to do it. Spotify is not paying. They say you got to have 1,000. They were like nobody really, and then they became $1 billion company. Now they're like, oh, in order for us to pay you, you got to have 1,000 streams on your song. And so I've been saying, straight to consumer. I sound like, straight to consumer out your trunk. That's what you should be doing anyways. Because streaming going to pay you 0.003 or 0.009. And you can have a CD with your single on there and get $5-10 for it. Selling it out your trunk.
Yeah.
I would be selling it out my trunk.
Yeah, because people was
And you saying that to
people
nowadays.
was lucky to get
But
a dollar for your
that's
shit.
what I'm trying to understand. Like nowadays, everything technology.
That's what I'm saying.
But see, that's the thing is we're thinking of everything is technology because we're in the United States, but the world is big. People over in Europe still buying vinyl, CDs, cassettes, all that stuff. We
Word.
just here.
never know that.
We just here thinking about here. We're not thinking. That's why I said, what's your
Outside
why? If your
the
why
box.
is to go international and you're not on TikTok or you're not on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, any one of these different things where the moment you go live, you are worldwide. What are you doing?
Yeah, and then you got to think about that's why, the album sales have changed. Like
Yeah.
you remember back in the day when they were selling the vinyl and all that, you go to the stores to buy it. Now, first week they probably was selling 1 million within that week. Now they lucky if you get 100,000
Yeah.
sold within that week. That's it's good. 100,000,
Like now.
150,000 now.
Yeah.
It's good, and it's crazy because I came up in the era where the motherfucking I remember Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, $1 million within a week. You get what
That's
I'm
when he made
saying?
$1 million.
Yeah, $1 million within a week. Now it's cool for you to sell 100,000 within that week. Back then, man, that was a flop.
Yeah.
That was a major flop. So it's the music
I
game
remember
is
that
crazy, man.
And that's why. So I be telling music artists, right? Because they like, man, people don't have CD players in their car. I said, you thinking about the wrong thing. You are an independent music creative. You want people to come to your shows, buy your merch. You want them to talk about your music. Like artists be paying $500 to get on playlists for 2 weeks and be like number 159. And I'm like, if you know 5 people, just say, hey, could you put my song on your playlist? You're gonna play that regularly. Now you on 5 different playlists that you didn't even have to pay for free.
Jeezy said that when he came out with Thug Motivation, they printed up 40,000 CDs. 40,000 CDs,
Damn.
40,000 mixtape. They gave all them 40,000 for free. They spread it all for free. But it was a difference because Jeezy had money. You know what I'm saying? Doing that, so you can do that with them 40,000. As of Nipsey Hussle was selling motherfucking CDs for $100. $100 a CD.
But this is what I'm saying, right? If you have people that support you and that like know you, this is why I say independent music creatives should be on TikTok, because we need to know you. Like before, you could just be up there. We like your music and we gonna rock with you.
Yeah,
now we gotta know what your character is. Like who are you? What you doing? I gotta know all of that before, and then I'll get to your music. And that's a lot of music artists like, I don't want to do content. But that's the thing right now. Like a lot of record labels have adjusted because we couldn't go outside. There's nothing we could do, so they had to find people that was on TikTok that was dope, or SoundCloud. Like it shifted the way the music industry is. Dang. But we didn't shift. Independent music creatives haven't shifted. That's why I said everybody outside of you got a videographer. You paying $800 for a video that you're not even gonna own the raw footage of. You got a photographer that you gonna get the photos, 12, 15, however many you get, but you're not even gonna own the raw footage. So I'm like, there needs to be a copyright transfer because again, your name, image, and likeness, your brand, your social medias, however you put yourself out here. There's so many artists here in the city, I'm gonna say this, hopefully they're watching, that they got really good music, but their personal lives overshadow the music. And if people don't know, the music industry actually have people that's looking at your social medias.
Yes.
So they looking at what you posting in your
true.
personal
This is how they know. This is how they know how they're going to get you.
Right. Yeah. Right. Makes sense.
All this,
That makes sense though. It makes a lot of sense because that's the chess game. Okay, if you sitting up here talking about how much you're struggling and all
they
that
already
type
know.
Shit,
that 75,000 gonna look good.
Tell us the shit you did already.
Yeah,
they already.
They adding the shit up.
They already know. You know what they gonna do? They say, you know what, we gonna give you 75,000, but we gonna hit our insurance people. We gonna make sure we get covered over here because if something happened to you, I'm gonna make sure. They gonna get. Think about Whitney Houston, right? Yeah. They still getting paid to this very day. So I tell independent music creatives, I'm like, listen, you can go to your ASCAP legacy and your BMI estates and say, in the event that something happens to me, I want my music to transfer to whoever you want your music to transfer. Right. Now that's setting up generational wealth because if you got kids, you can give it to your kids. The music gonna live your life plus 70 years. So it's making money. The first 30 seconds your music is heard, you are entitled to 7 different royalties. Damn. So I be telling independent music artists, I feel inspired. Let me drop this Hot 16. Or, hey, y'all, we're in the studio. The first 30 seconds your song is heard, you automatically generate 7 different royalties.
Damn.
Y'all want me to tell y'all the different royalties?
Yeah, because you said 5 at first.
It's 7. It's actually way more than that, but I just break it down to 7 because I feel like 7 is a number that people can digest.
Right. It's like
so you got masters. That's from like the DSPs, TuneCore, CD Baby, Lander, United Masters, 1 RPM. That's where you break it down, split it. They do not trademark, copyright, or register your music. You just splitting your master royalty, the sound recording royalties on those platforms. You got performance royalties that come from your performance rights organization. That's either ASCAP or BMI. That's where your music is played in any grocery store, coffee shop, dentist office, anywhere your music is played. Then you got public performance royalties if you are doing open mics, karaoke. This is why I be telling music artists, go to open mics. You gonna test your stage presence. The lights is a whole different thing. Even I be telling music artists we got how many different social media platforms, right? All social media platforms is monetized. How come we haven't seen a social media tour?
Real shit.
Then you could go on. You can go on and say, I did a live stream concert. You can go into your ASCAP on stage or your BMI live and say, at 11 p.m. on TikTok, I did a live stream concert and I performed my own songs, and you can register and they're gonna give you money for that.
Who did something like that?
We need to do something like that.
Then there's digital
No, I'm
royalties.
talking about as far as artists. No, I'm talking about as far as an artist is concerned.
There's digital. Today, I'm gonna get my ass capped. There's digital royalties that's paid out through Sound Exchange, and I be telling producers like if you are artists, never wait for the other person that you are featured with or your producer to register music. You register the music. If you are a producer, you need to have a letter of direction attached to your leasing or your exclusive rights agreement, or you won't get paid for digital. If you are a featured artist, you need to make sure that you have a letter of direction, or you won't get paid for your digital royalties. There is mechanical royalties from Harry Fox that pay for merchandise, CDs, cassettes, vinyls, NFCs, the little things that you could tap and things pop up. Yep. There is the MLC that pays for all digital radio stations, podcasts, stuff like that. And they do content ID systems. And then there is sync royalties. That's anytime your music is synced to a video. And I be telling artists that micro sync, if you go on TikTok and your music is on TikTok, use your music because that's micro sync. Right. And then there's print royalties. If you use Genius or Music Match and you put your music on those different platforms, you get print royalties. And then if you make merchandise and put your print, your logo, your lyrics on your shirt, so it's so many different royalties you can get. But I say for the first 30 seconds of your music, you automatically generating royalties. But the only way you can get it is if you're in the proper systems.
Facts.
Yeah, and then it's like you try to hey, but it's like you try to preach all this to artists, and like you say, you going live and you exposing all this information. So it's like, what made you want to do that though?
Because black artists I'm 45. Black artists have been taken advantage of for 45 years. Actually, it's longer than that, but for as long as I've been alive. And the thing that I can do is change that. I can tell you your name, image, likeness, trademark, copyright, publishing, and masters is the thing that you're going to give up. If you know how valuable that is, people didn't understand when Master P was saying they offered me $1 million. He said, you offer me $1 million, I can go make $1 million up out of my trunk.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't know that. We weren't taught generational wealth. A lot of us wasn't even taught credit.
Exactly.
And so now for me, it's like if I can show you that you have music, the first 30 seconds you're automatically generating royalties. You're out here paying $800 for a music video. Come sit down with me. Let's talk. I'm gonna show you how to take all that raw footage, the music video, and put it into film festivals. Put it into BET, MTV, Grammys, all of these.
Because now you can license. Ain't you licensing?
Not only are you licensing, you're actually submitting it for these awards.
Yeah. I know motherfuckers be like, man, that shit too much. I ain't got time.
And then the reality of it is like so when people come in my live and I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, I'm signed up with DistroKid, and I was like, well, DistroKid never registered. And what I do is I say, ASCAP.com is free. While you are here, we're gonna be here for an hour or two. While you are here, go sign up with ASCAP. And then they go sign up with ASCAP. And I say, a lot of y'all do late night shows on TikTok where you are doing karaoke. You can actually get paid for doing karaoke. Go to your ASCAP on stage or your BMI Live, register the songs that you performed, and you will get a performance royalty for that.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, that's some shit I really did not know.
Yeah.
You put me on game. I got one question before we go.
Go ahead.
So, if somebody is dropping music and want to drop some music, which platform do you prefer them to go to?
ASCAP or BMI, Sound Exchange. Oh, you meant I'm sorry, I was being facetious. You meant this distributor?
How they got like SoundCloud.
I tell people to go. I wouldn't previously, but now it's like go to CD Baby for $9.99. You can release a single or an album. But on the 14th, CD Baby gonna raise it to $14.99 for an album. You pay that one time. You don't have to worry about paying separate for social media. You don't have to worry about paying for legacy if you forget or anything like that. Yeah. $9 for an album or a single until the 14th, and it's $9 or $14.99.
You got a lot of artists that's on here that's watching, so.
Take that game. Take that game and run with it.
Right here.
Better do it. Or you got to tune in to one of her lives when she go live.
Tonight at 11 Central.
So what's next up for you?
Who?
Let them know.
So I do have seminars. I'll share you with y'all the information. I gotta like get the details. But later in the month I got 2 seminars I'm gonna be hosting. I have TikTok every night, 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do consultations. I'm everywhere where every artist should be. Everything is monetized. So
Where can they find you?
let's see. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, YouNow, Beam, Snapchat. I'm everywhere.
God, that's
Y'all make sure
Exactly,
y'all
exactly.
get in touch.
Make sure.
Especially artists, and they're not just artists,
Managers,
everyone, you know,
producers.
all that.
Everybody.
All
Record
that.
No,
labels.
because this is when I say this is game that people that really don't understand that they really like nowadays they just drop music. They really
Yeah.
don't understand that you can get all these royalties behind that.
Yeah.
So when I say this is game, like we didn't even go to our other shit because this so much a game that people that
Oh, I'm
really-
sorry.
that-
No, we
get
love
this.
it.
We love it.
Because
We
there's a
love
lot
it.
of people like
Yeah.
that shit, and the
We love
Midwest,
it.
Milwaukee don't understand what the fuck that's really going on in the back end, and really people really getting over on y'all.
Yeah.
This is what they need.
So if y'all
though.
know this
Definitely
shit,
need
y'all
that.
know this. Okay, we can really. I can make this off that too, and I can keep this.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
Hey, y'all
And you
better,
still could drop good music.
y'all better
like-
lock the fuck in.
Yeah,
with
but-
it.
this
But the
was
thing
a-
of it is,
man.
music artists never think about how they're going to get their money back. They'll spend money on photos, videos, the clothes to wear in the videos. They'll go to recording studios, but you ask them how you gonna get your money back. Oh, I'm gonna do shows and I'm gonna do this. Do you know how you actually do that with the shows? They don't
Right.
know. They just spend all of the money, but don't know how they're gonna get it
When
back.
they hire a
Exactly.
manager.
And then the manager don't know how to get it back.
Wow.
That's me
So it's
fucking
the blind leading the
Hey,
blind,
that's
basically.
messed up when the manager don't
it's
know
a
how
whole
to
circle.
It's the blind leading the blind, man. That's
But they
what it
getting
is.
paid to lead you blindly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
fucked up.
Man.
That's
Especially
good
in
game.
Milwaukee, but
That
we
is
gonna talk about that
good
another
Yeah,
time.
game.
that's true.
And that's the reason why I asked you that. Like, is this some, some Milwaukee artists that you have talked to or tried to,
Oh yeah,
run game?
it's a bunch
and-
of them that I actually work with, like H1 the Hook, Sean Hinton. It's a bunch of them that I work with. Wavy Boy,
Like right
It's a lot
now.
of 'em. Like
That's
yeah,
what's up.
I
That's what's up.
like
Cause you said you got
Long term.
a label, right?
no,
Or what
I
you
don't,
got?
I don't do label.
No,
I
no,
don't
what
do
you said you
manager.
got.
I have a career management tool for independent music creatives. It's called MuSample.
Okay.
Muse sample.
Yeah,
MuSample.
MuSample. Like remember I told you at the beginning, like it was for copyright or sample clearance. However, while I'm out here clearing samples, I'm like, but you don't even understand how you're gonna get paid. You're willing to pay somebody to clear a sample, but you don't even know how you're gonna get your money back. And so for me, it's like, let me help independent music creatives and show you like there's money out here. You just never thought about how you're going to get them back.
And they
You're gonna
hire you for that.
Yeah, yeah. They can hire me or they can come and sit down with me for a
And talk to you.
consultation and I'll show you all the different things. Sometimes people leave intimidated and I never hear from them again until they call me to be on their podcast. You know.
You know how that go. You know how that go.
I've been
Shout
out of
out to
music for
P-Long.
years.
You know how that go.
No, I'm just joking. But for real, like that's what
But
happens.
real talk.
That's what happens. Though. They
Yeah.
sit down and be like, "Oh, okay, we'll worry about that later." Or they sit down with me and I go and look up. I look up everybody. I jump down the rabbit hole and I find everything about you, your record label, everything. So you telling me that the manager is handling it, and then I have a conversation with the manager. I know you're not handling it because they got songs that's streaming out here that's popular, and none of the songs are registered. You got a whole record label and none of your songs are registered.
Damn.
But your artist is popping though.
Y'all better tap the fuck
Man, I
in.
love this session.
Man.
This is a good man.
Yeah,
like
you
school.
definitely
I learned
need to.
some
You
game.
like
definitely
school.
need to tap in. Definitely
It's
need
like
to tap
school.
into this
When I
shit.
say I got a couple guys that be rapping. I say y'all, hey, listen to this one, 61.
Man,
Yeah.
listen, the music
It's a good
game.
Everybody
Man,
gonna eat
it's-
except for you.
I'm telling you.
Hey, so do
No,
this.
seriously.
Hey, so real
Music's
quick,
crazy.
so I know we've been talking about a lot of music. Is that requiring as far as actors and sing? I mean, not actors and comedians.
That's
and-
pretty much anybody that has intellectual property.
okay. Okay, just want to throw that
Because
out
you got to
there.
think about it, it's your name, image, and likeness.
Right.
That's
Just wanted
what
to
it's
throw that
called.
out
Yeah.
there because people like,
Yeah.
well, we only speaking on artists and people do
It's
they-
entertainment,
people who
period.
do books and authors and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like like that's the reason.
Yeah,
why I'm
you
saying.
still gotta own your trademark. You gotta get your ISBNs. You gotta own all of that stuff.
Right.
Again, we not taught ownership.
Right.
So that's happening with like Taraji P. Henson, all them.
Yeah, like a lot of
They
them
doing
got
that,
that
that strike and all that.
Yeah, because it's like they're not getting their worth. They know how much they worth. So you hear a lot of people talk about Tyler Perry is paying them how much they're actually supposed to be paid. It's just like, but they've been in the industry
For so long.
They don't.
man.
They're not really. It's like the music industry. It's like if you don't know, they're not gonna tell you because they're gonna make more money off of you not
Right.
knowing.
Why
So why would I tell you?
Yeah, they
Why would they
gonna
tell
always
you?
try to
Tell you
find a
money
way
off
to
of
get their
you.
money off us.
Then that's gonna shorten my check.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
But
I'm gonna
then,
get an extra 50,000 off of you.
but then I would think as an artist, you would have to understand that like if you go into a record label or if you getting a deal, you would have to think if they giving you this money, you don't think that they gonna want their money back.
People don't be thinking about
Then,
that
They
shit.
don't-
like,
They don't be thinking about
it's,
that.
It's not that because what they gonna do is they gonna go to social media and they gonna be like, yeah, we gonna see them sign a deal. Like you ever go on somebody's social media page and you see they at like Rock Nation or they at like Atlanta and then you don't see them after they go there.
yeah.
And then they
Yes.
pop up and be like, hey, I got a new album, I got a new song come out. And we all sitting here like, okay, did you get signed? Did you not get signed? Did they
Yep.
not like your
I
music?
think I know where that
Uh,
went.
I know that one too. I think a little bit.
It's just for me, it's like,
Yeah.
let's not like fake it, like actually really do it. That's why I say independent music creatives can actually do it. T-Pain, when the pandemic hit, I was on Twitch, right? I was watching Twitch and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so huge. I saw a young white lady sitting on her bed playing a guitar. She had a pile, we all black. She had a pile of dirty clothes sitting on her floor. And she playing a guitar. And I'm watching this little thing in the corner and it's going over and over and over. And I keep hearing a ding. And I'm like, what's going on? And people are giving her money while she's playing her guitar. So I was like, oh, I hit every artist I know, like, hey, you need to come over here. You need to be online. Because, everybody was like, oh, we can't go outside. What we going to do? I'm like, hey, you need to be live streaming. Live streaming, you freestyling or something like that.
Thank for the sub.
Do that.
Yeah.
And so people was like, artists hit me all the time like, oh, I'm not comfortable being on camera. And I was like, wait a minute. I know I'm not slow, but you got to be slow to think that you're not going to have a camera in your face. Like
At some point.
Everybody, every time you go on social media,
Right.
it's a camera in a celebrity
what?
face. Like what you playing to just be like.
A ghost, motherfucker?
So for me, it's just like you're missing the opportunity, especially with brands now, because you can literally go on social media and be like, "Hey, this is my favorite drink," and every time you go live, if your videos is getting millions or even 100,000 views, brands reaching out to you now. You don't got to go and like find them; they gonna find you. That's the thing that I'm saying. Independent music creatives got it the best because you can literally go direct to the people that's going to buy from you. You don't have to go through a third person to say, hey, can you do this for me? No, you can literally go direct to the person that's going to buy it from you.
Your fans.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, there you have it, y'all. I hope y'all is listening to this
Boy.
and running with this game because, like she said, we don't know. A lot of us don't get taught ownership. And that's really what this is about, ownership. You see what I'm saying? Man. I mean, that was so much game. It ain't gonna make no sense for no segments.
Man, it was
Beat the game tonight.
Beat the game.
Game tonight.
For sure.
Yeah, man,
ball.
straight up.
And I know
Straight up.
it's so much more you can talk about.
Yeah.
I know it's so much more
That's
you can
only
talk
the
about.
scratch of the
That's what I'm
surface.
saying. I know it's so much more you can talk about, and there's so much more you can elaborate on, and that's why we gotta have you back on so we can
Most
induce.
def.
We can induce. You can come to FTV world because we was in your world today, and we learned so much, and I hope they learned so much. But next time you come, we gonna bring you into our world on what we do and how we trying to manage our show. You know what I mean? Because we want to when we bring people on here, we want to bring people into our world and how you can be free and you can be exactly who you are on our show. You ain't got a front, you ain't got nothing. This is like I say it all the time. It's like barbershop talk.
Yeah.
So we definitely got to get you back for sure.
Most definitely.
For sure.
Most definitely.
When I say I learned, you say you learn something every day? Tonight I
Real
learned
shit.
something tonight.
Real shit. Me too.
I learned.
For sure.
I say,
Hell
damn,
yeah.
I didn't know all that.
Hey, and I bet it's
I
people
just
watching
thought it
who
was-
saying
yeah.
the same thing. Like, damn.
My God is a musician, and I say, I I ain't tell him none of this. Now I'm gonna tell him, like, listen, bro, you can get all this back in, and you done putting this shit from right here to right here, and let me be your manager. let me be your manager, bro.
I'm gonna sign you up for ASCAP. Sign you up for ASCAP, you're gonna be good.
Man. Well, it was definitely a pleasure having you on here.
Thank you.
Definitely a pleasure. Like I said, once again, everybody that's watching, I hope y'all, especially artists, you know, even if you in the entertainment business, period.
Yeah.
Don't matter if you an artist, comedian, podcaster, live streamer, don't matter. I hope you taking this game and you running with it. You see what I'm saying? Because she's not going to give much of this game for free. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm your host, DJ Gohard 3X in the motherfucking building. We got Big Homie and I. We got J Rob. We got our guest, AICHELLE White, coming in this motherfucker, giving y'all that real game. This is FTV Live Podcast, and we out this motherfucker. Y'all be safe.